Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a UniFi and more specifically about an API, because this news is that all of you people who do enjoy API and do all sort of automations, reporting, and all the beautiful stuff that you can do through the API, you're definitely gonna love that. API itself, like, not like it would be something very new inside a UniFi. Like, for a very long time, what you can do is, like, as example, I am in the UniFiUI.com. I can click on my home gateway, UCG fiber, and then here on the left side there is integration where I can create a new API key, call it somehow whatever. You can add some description, expiry period, create, and there we go. We have an API key that we're able to use on this gateway, right? And there's also information about a network API on how it works, like in terms of documentation. So you can check all of the endpoints that you want to execute and run your scripts or whatever, get the information from your gateway. But the problem comes like if it's not just your home setup, because what we created here is, let me remove it so that I remember, that was basically an API key created directly on my gateway. So I can access this gateway with this API key and do all the magic, but not anything else. And in case when I have like 100 or maybe 500 or 5,000, whatever, different sites and some network applications, some product applications, and I want to do some API magic, it's really not that easy, because basically what I have to do is like manage all of those numerous API keys created on each device separately, right? But right now, with the new release of Site Manager, which also includes the Fabric, this thing is improved and is much more easier to use and solves all of the problems that we previously had. Because together with the UniFi Fabrics, we also get access to connector for the API. And how it works, basically, I have just a beautiful paint drawing. So previously we had some sort of gateway, whatever. We create API key here, and then we have our computer, whatever, could look something like this, right? And we have this key, so we can directly connect to the gateway and we can do some magic. But right now with a connector, it serves as a gateway between the devices and our computers. So these could be us. These are all of our gateways, devices, anything in the UniFi that we want to monitor. And we are creating the key here on the connector, and therefore we can access with the one single key that we just created for the connector and define the scope that, hey, I want to be able to access network applications and product applications, as example, on these specified sites. And how we can do that, very easy. First thing first, you need to have a fabric, and to have a fabric you need to have some sites. So basically there's just a big get started button. Click here, call it API demo for my case, and let's say I'm going to add all of my sites to my newly created fabric. So there we go, it is here, and we have the same 3 sites, and we need to go to the settings, and here you will find API keys, which is also, you can create a new API key, but don't be mistaken, like there is difference if you're creating it in the Site Manager, in the Fabric itself, or you're creating it locally in the device. And in this case, if I create a new API key, I again can figure out some name. Let's call it connector example, right? Expiration 1 month. And you can choose also the scope, whether or not it's going to be accessible for Site Manager. And I have also, there's API docs here, but I also have API docs open here. So Site Manager application is with these endpoints where you can like list sites, get hosts by ID, list devices, get ISP metrics, and so on. If you need it, just check it. And there's also UniFi applications, which would be network, and protect, which are currently available. So if you want to check documentation for those, it's still available in one single place, developer.ui.com, like network, choose the version that you are looking for. And there you go for the product. Same story. You can find any endpoints and also find all of the examples. As example, like if I want to check UniFi devices, list adopted devices, there are multiple examples how you can run this API query, whether through the curl or Go, Node.js, Python, or even Ansible. Also, we can choose if it was like the first case that I showed you when you create an API key on a gateway itself. So it's going to be the local connection through some local IP address, local is this one, or it's going to be remote through the connector. So in the end, what we need to do is go back to the site manager. Okay, if we define the scope for the applications, choose which sites I want to include, as example, like all of them, right? And click create key, copy paste it and put it somewhere where we can actually use it later on. So I have it copy pasted here, and we can see the key here, connector example, right? And if we want to look documentation straight from the site manager, there's also API docs tab, which basically is the same information that you can find in developerui.com. And now if you do want to run some test queries, test calls through the connector, as I said, there are some examples, but there are also some things that you need to do and know, because if we're running like local, it's straightforward as it always was. You don't need to know much, but if we're running remote, there is example, and let me copy paste it. Again, I will put it on my notepad. So what we need to know if we're running some example call, as example right now I'm trying to do list adopted devices, we actually need to know console ID against which we are running this call, right? And the easiest way for me to check it right now is going to be just go back to the site manager. I'm going to run this on my home gateway UCG fiber. So click here, and in the URL, like this long one is going to be the what we're looking for. So this is going to be our console ID. So I will just copy paste it here, and we can see that from the URL we have a /proxy /network integration v1 sites, and we also need a site ID. So for this example, like we can try to get a site ID with another API call, which is going to be more useful if you want to do the some querying in the scale, not just for one single device. And to find it, we just go back to our documentation. So sites, okay, we're listing a local sites. So let me copy paste this example. I'm going to use curl for all of the calls for the sake of simplicity. Then again, we need to specify console ID. So let's copy paste what we got from the URL. There we go. And here in this URL, like there are no more variables that we need to define. We can use filtering, like filter, limit, offset, for all of this stuff, which we technically don't really need. So basically the only thing for us to execute is that we need to replace this X API key, including this bracket, with the actual key that we created in the site manager. So in theory, we should be able to execute it right now. And for that, I have my local terminal with Alma Linux 9, but doesn't really matter for this case. So copy paste the stuff that we got here, which should list us. We forgot something. Okay, so I actually did some mistakes while I was copy pasting. So I spent a minute here trying to find actual issue, but basically the story remains the same. Like we have the same call that I grabbed from the documentation to list local sites using the curl, and console ID was replaced from what I got from the site manager URL. Then the same proxy network integration v1 sites we need to delete if we don't use all of the filters. As example, like here, the offset, limit, and filter for the filter. Like if you don't use it, get rid of it. And API key that I created in the site manager. So then I can copy paste this to Alma Linux here. sorry, copy and paste, click OK, runs, receives the data. If you want to see the data in more pretty way, then just add line and JQ. And this is going to look much better. So on this gateway, I have just one site. Here is the site ID, which I then can grab and copy paste, check my second curl request, which was used to list all of the adopted devices. Console ID remains again the same, network integration v1 sites. And for site ID, we replace this, which we actually gathered from the previous request, devices. And again, we don't need to use any offset filtering or anything else. Make sure that you don't delete the quotes. And API key, replace with the actual key that we created. So this should be good. Again, copy paste it here and type to JQ. And there we go, the output of all adopted devices. Like I have U7 Pro Max. What else? Switch Flex 2.5 G. Like, this is the amazing way on how you can use API across all of your devices in the UniFi, right? And documentation is always here. If you go back to the Site Manager, in your Fabric, go to the settings, API keys, there's the tab API documentation, network, want to check something from the product, go ahead. Want to use connector, use the remote connection type to generate examples here. If you want to do just the local checks, then click local, and these examples will be regenerated. So hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching. As usual, see you guys later.